don't have to do surgery, no surgical process, nothing like that. So today we're talking to you about uterine fibroid, what causes it, what is it. Class is in session. I'm excited for today, and today I did not forget my tea. We're talking about the said tea today, so let's get into it. I'm Adaeze Feyisayo. I'm a healer, I'm a guide. Uterine fibroids are basically non-cancerous growths or tumors that grow in the uterus. It could be in the inner lining, the muscular wall, the lining of the outer uterus, or it could grow as on a stalk looking like a mushroom. Is it cancerous? No. Most times it's not. Uterine fibroids is not cancerous. What could cause this? Like, what would just cause it? Now, fibroids are actually a growth of muscles and connective tissues. They can grow as little as a small seed and can grow as big as a medium-sized watermelon. Yeah. They can grow singularly, they can grow in clusters. Also, now what could cause this? There are certain risk factors that can put a woman at risk for uterine fibroids. That includes, number one, starting menstruation at an early age. Number two, having a late menopause. Number three, which is actually the most highest risk factor, is having a family history of fibroids. As remember, we talked about how our thoughts program our genes and our genes impact the proteins our body creates, and also how we utilize the proteins we eat, and that impacts how our body creates everything about us. So therefore, your thoughts, habits, practices can be encoded in your genes, passed to your children, and that's how we pass on ancestral trauma. That's how we passed on dormant and active illnesses, especially reproductive ones, in the life of women. But that is another video for another day. You know, these are things I share and talk about with my clients when we go in depthly to genealogy, living a generational wealth legacy, and how your health plays into that. Shout out to the clients who we've had that conversation to, and it could be you. Speak directly with me. There's a guidance session, rather, you can book one and we can talk. Okay, that being said, so that being one of the highest reasons, we see that in Nigeria, yearly over 100,000 women are diagnosed. Those are those who are even diagnosed with fibroids, uterine fibroids. It is one of the most common tumors or growths in the life of women across the world, as the medical journals will say. That being said, let's get on with the other risk factors. We could also have a situation of where you have vitamin D deficiency, when one is not eating enough fruits, one is not maintaining a healthy body. We see situations where you have obesity. We could trigger it, and we're going to go deeper into that. And also child abuse. Survivors or victims of child or childhood sexual abuse are seen to also be a common denominator in women who end up having fibroids, right? Something that occurs during your childbearing era. It has to do with your hormones, the estrogen and the progesterone, and how these two hormones, if they're high, hormonal imbalance, again, the culprits. If your estrogen are high estrogen levels, you know what that means. Your girl is out there when it's not her time to shine. In your body system, adding fertilizer to everything. Everything must grow, because she's actually the female growth hormone in the body, and that's why we have her during ovulation, where she's hoping that you're gonna get pregnant and she can grow something, you know what I mean? So we see hormonal imbalance, and we'll get more into that when we talk about like treatment plans and whatnot. So those are basically the risk factors into the natural remedy, which is the Connecther Fibroid Healing Package, which contains the Aidan Fruit tea, and the Orange Tree Mistletoe tea at a certain usage for a particular time.
This wonderful message from my client currently healing fibroid with our Fibroid Healing Package truly made me so happy yesterday at the close of work. I'm so delighted they stuck to their healing and their treatment plan and timeline, and she has faithfully taken our Orange Tree Mistletoe tea, Aidan tea. So if you want to order this package, Heal Fibroid, get yours now.
First order, leaving the country to treat fibroid.